My name is Cassie. I'm excited to welcome everyone in this Canva Masterclass. And I'm a passionate graphic designer with several years of experience. So, in this class, we are going to explore the magic of design, how to bring your ideas to life visually. Even if you're not a professional designer, with Canva, you will excel and start designing like a pro. But first of all, there are some things you need to consider when starting a design, which are important. So, first of all, you need to know your visual communication. Like, in other words, design is visual communication. It's not just about making things look good, it's about communicating a message clearly and effectively using visual elements. Now, before you start to design, you need to have a purpose. You can't just open Canva and start designing anything you want. You need to know whether you want to design a logo or you want to design a flyer. Is it a wedding card or invitation, or you just want to make a quote? So you have to make sure you know your purpose first before you start designing. You ask yourself, what am I designing for? Who is it for? Your audience. And what message are you trying to pass? Because when designing a flyer, for example, or maybe a logo, you need to know all about the business or maybe the person you're designing for. So all these things are important. Now, another thing, you need to understand the basics of design principle, the contrast that will make your elements stand out, your alignment. It's very important because I know you people might have come across some flyers or posters. Maybe the designer is not really, he did not arrange the works well. So the fonts, even the letters, it's not aligned. So you need to work on your alignment. You know how to arrange words so it will be neat and organized. So if somebody sees this flyer or logo or anything you design, the person will say, oh, wow, this is great. And you need to deal with repetition. Avoid so much fonts. If you want to make use of one font in one design, you need to make use of it, but let your font not exceed 3. It will make everything look clustered and rough. So your font will be 1 or 2, just 2 fonts. They are okay. And you need to pick your colors very well and your font. Colors are important in designing because it is color that is the first thing that attracts your client or the person you work for. Color is very important, and the company you're working for, you work with their color. Color is very important, and you need to work with balance too. Your layout, how you put in your picture. If it's the flyer that wants picture, you need to arrange the picture and place it very well. And when you're designing for a company or anything that has to do with logo, you need to place your logo very well. Your logo does not have to be the same size with the picture. It doesn't supposed to be very big. So you need to reduce your logo. Your logo will be small. Either it's at the middle or the left or at the right hand side. So these are the main important things you need to take note when you want to start designing. So now, without wasting our time, let me share my screen and open my Canva so we see how everything works. Please, if you can't hear me, you let me know.
I hear you. You are very audible enough. Thank you.
For me here, I'm making use of Canva Pro. For you to get Canva Pro is not expensive. It's very cheap. So after this, there will be a guideline for those that want to have Canva Pro, but it's a must for you to explore more because at times some of the things that are cheap, you might not like the design, so you need to get the Pro option for you to explore and see so many of the designs. So my Canva app is open now. You can see where it's written recent designs. These are the designs I've done recently with Canva. You can see it. I'm just sliding. So, and this Canva now, you will see so many sizes of designs and so many captions written on top. So that's why I said in the first start, if you want to design, you know your purpose and what you want to design for. This will help you to go for the right template you need. So if you need something that is big or maybe rectangular,
Sorry to interrupt. I don't
we
know
have
if
this
it's
one.
proper. Cassie, can you hear me? Is it
Yeah, I
okay
can
for
hear you,
you?
sir.
Is it okay for you to be interrupted while you are still speaking, just for purpose of people asking questions? Is it okay for you, or will you
No
lose line
problem.
of thought?
Yes, yes. No
You okay with
problem.
that?
They
All
can.
right.
Yes, sir.
Chiamaka, what's the question, please?
Yeah, please. It's just that I don't know if it's only me, but can she share her screen, make it bigger? It's just so tiny.
Are you using your
Okay,
phone
let
for it?
me. Yes.
Okay.
What about others? Is it looking so tiny? But I find there is a way you will zoom your phone, you will zoom
It's,
it, you see everything clearly.
it was phone. I'm using phone, but there is a way to press her hand so that her own will come up. There's something like I don't know how I will explain it to her. She is the one that was supposed to make her own to be
Uh,
big.
Hello, just for if you are is very tiny from your own end, there is an option that you can click that will make it a full screen from your end. I don't know if you can see it, Chiamaka. The option,
Yes,
just
yes.
you click it, it can make it a full screen.
I already did that. Yeah.
And it's not working from your own end.
It's working, but it's so slim. I've understand since it's a phone she's using. I think there's
All
nothing
right,
much.
no problem. Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
So these are the captions we have inside Canva. First of all, you're seeing your stories. We have phone wallpapers, we have posters, we have Instagram posts, mobile videos. This deals with animation videos. If you want to create video adverts or maybe your birthday celebration, you can use mobile videos. We have Instagram stories, and as you can see, all these things have different sizes, so it depends on what you want to create. Even we have logos, you can see logo. If you want to create logo for someone, you can choose anyone from here that's aligned, and you can change the colors, everything. That is why Canva is so wonderful, because all templates here are editable. That is one thing I love about Canva. You can edit anything here. So we have flyers and invitations, Facebook posts and YouTube thumbnails. Everything you need is here. So now we are going to open one and we work on it. You see how we are going to edit everything, even change the pictures, the write-up, even the fonts. So I think let's pick one from posters. Let's pick one from posters. We are picking this first one, which says training program seminar. I click on it. So let's wait for it to load. Now remember, one thing with Canva, you must have a good network and data. So I've opened this poster now. This is very simple. It's still loading. Okay. So now, let's say, for example, we want to design something about ZTech. Let's use the company as example. So this font we have here and the name, we need to change everything here so that it will align to the company we are talking about. And you know one thing with flyer, and that's why all of us, we need to know the basics of designs and how to design a simple flyer, because if you want to sell out to a client, you don't need to start talking and making notes for the client. No, what you will write in 2 pages, or maybe say in voice notes, one flyer will solve the problem for you. So now we change this word training, we clean it.
Just a minute, Dr. Neck, your hand is up. Anything? Sorry.
Yes, please. I'm sort of lost. How do you initiate a new how do you start? Like, is it a
Okay,
You
new
mean
document or
you
a
mean when
new
the first thing first?
yes.
How do you
Okay.
start? Okay. Cassie,
okay.
you guys.
How you start is very easy. I believe everyone here might have downloaded Canva and you have Canva already on your phone. So the first thing, you open your Canva. Let me go back again. You open your Canva and you see the interface like this. And
Yes.
remember when using Canva, you need to open it with your Gmail so that it will save your old designs or maybe something you want to go back to and edit. It helps a lot. So you need to open your Canva with your email address first. After that, when you open your Canva will look like this. My own might be a bit different, but it's still the same. I'm using Canva Pro. I can edit any design I want here without asking me to pay. And for you to get Canva Pro is easy. After this training, you are going to be given guideline on how to go about it. So don't worry about that one. So when you open your Canva, it looks like this, and you will see so many captions and flyers. Now, what you ask yourself first is, what do you want to design? Do you want to design poster, or do you want to design cards, logo, or anything? So just check the sizes and you make your choice. There are so many options we have here. So now we were working on one poster before. All these things you see here, this home is where you will see the design Canva have, their templates. The projects are your works, the works you've done and maybe saved, and you can still go back on it and edit. So there's no need for that. Now, this plus here, you don't need this plus unless you want to start designing from scratch. But as a beginner, you don't need to stress yourself on that. So let's open one poster and work on it so you see how to navigate everything. Now, I'm opening this white and blue flyer, and we are going to design a simple flyer. We just need to change the fonts and the pictures there. So you need how to pull your own when you want to practice. And remember, one thing with design, you need to practice every day. Practice makes perfect. Even if you're designing and you are not getting it, keep practicing. Within some days, you will master everything. So now we are going to change this font. First of all, we are going to change this font now to ZTech Consult International. But apart from that, remember in Canva, you can still change colors. This blue and white color now, if what you want to design is maybe you want to make use of red and white, you can still change this blue color background or even change the background entirely. That's one thing with Canva. You can edit anything and you can even delete some. So let's start. There's this small dot we have here. I don't want it, so I can delete it. You can just place your finger on it. You see the options of delete. You click on it, it's out. You can still delete the next one under it. So this is how you remove some of the things you don't want on Canva. So changing this font now, you see where they wrote edit. Just click on it. You remove everything using your keyboard and you type in what you want. You can make use of small letter or capital letter, anything you want. You can make use of that. Ztech Consult International. You see the international I wrote is placed on top of the letter. So you can still drag it to align. You can still take it up here. Please, if you have any question you ask, you can still move everything. You place it up here for a good alignment. And this right up here, you can still edit it, making use of this. Let me write the motto of the company. We succeed so this is example. Now this is a slogan, and any poster you're designing after the main name of the company, you can just place the slogan under the main name of the company, so people will name this is what the company stands for. Now for us to change the color is very easy. Just click on this. You see, okay, let's go back. Let me click on this blue color here. Where immediately I clicked it, you see the option under a color popped up. We have shape, we have edit, we have color, stroke color. So where you have that color shows that you can edit that background there. Now you click on it. You can put in any color you want. You see it's now turning from blue to black. Now I can make use of red, any color you want. But another thing, you know, Ztech Consult, the color for Ztech Consult, we are making use of deep blue and gold. So for you to get this color, for example, now, and another thing, sorry, I forgot to bring in the logo. How you are going to import a company logo or any picture from your gallery. This is, there is a place you are seeing X, the icon X. Are you seeing it? On top these words we have replace, color, animate, layers. There is X. Just click on the X. You see your gallery. You can see elements. You see text. You see design, and so many others. But the most important thing we need here to know about is elements, text, and gallery. So first of all, let us bring in Ztech's logo. So I will show you how the easy way to use a company logo you're working for, or maybe any color you want to work with. So I'm opening my gallery now. Sorry, at times it will load. I have so many things on my phone. And most importantly, you need to know where you saved some of the things you need to work with. So I picked this Ztech Consult. This is the logo. Now, when you pick it, you click on add to page. Don't misplace or maybe click on add as new page. When you add as new page, that means you're now creating two pages. So you concentrate on one page. Now let's add to page. We add to page. You see the logo has come up here, but it has background. Now, the way for you to remove background from pictures using Canva, we have the background remover option here, but you can use it when you have Canva Pro. That's why I urge everyone to have Canva Pro. It's cheap to get, it's not expensive. So this background remover, I click on it, automatically it's removing it. But inside here we have other options. Let me just explain what other options work. This background generator, close to background remover, when you want to put in a new background in your picture, you can make use of this background generator. It's AI inclined. You can generate any background you want, even office background. Your picture will now be on top and a new background will be there. It will generate it for you automatically. So now we've removed our background under this logo. You see, it's now in PNG format, transparent format. We place the logo here. You reduce the size. And remember, if you want to navigate, you go to, there's where they wrote nudge, NUDGE, nudge. This is where you make use of this tool and to position your fonts or maybe any image well. So your logo can be either left, right, or center, depending on the alignment of your design. Now we have this logo. Let me show you the easy way for you to make use of the company color, the right company color, as well as you have the logo here on your poster. You don't need to stress yourself. So let's go back to this red background. So we click on this color right now. You see, I'm moving this, but there's no deep color here or the golden color. Now you have to click on this arrow that is facing upwards. This arrow here, you click on it. You see where they wrote photo colors. These photo colors is where you will see the color that is related to the picture you have on your poster. The picture that are related and will match your design very well. You can see the pictures we have. We have the light
Sorry
color.
to interrupt. Can you repeat where you went to pick the photo color so that some of them can see it? You know, the mouse pointer, your mouse pointer is not quite highlighting. So if you point the mouse pointer, you can as well mention the location where your mouse pointer is, you know, so people can move their eye to that place so that we follow your clicking. I don't know whether I understand.
Okay.
Maybe bottom right, bottom left, top right, top left, you know. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. So for us to now see the color, the logo colors for maybe any color picture you have on your poster and you want to make use of that same color. First of all, as I've clicked this red color I've changed before, the red, you will see where they wrote shape, edit, and color. You will first click the option color first. It will come up. You will see so many colors, but the main logo color is not there. So we need to see so many colors and even the picture colors we have there. You click on the arrow facing upwards. There is an arrow after, at the end of the color when you slide left. Yeah, when you slide right, yes, you will see the arrow facing upwards. Now you click on it. So it's now open. You will see photo colors. And these photo colors, if you see the picture there, we have the color shades related to that picture you can make use of if you want. But what we are looking for is the color that will match the ZTech logo. And you will see the photo colors. We have the ZTech Consult, and you will now see the deep blue and the gold color and other colors. So, but we are now making use of the deep blue. Hope you understanding, please. Any question on this? So we change it. You see the red color have changed. It's now deep blue color. Now we click on this X on top. The X on top to remove this. We have to change other backgrounds because these are separate shapes they use to manipulate this background. Now we click on the upper words. That background, we have seminar highlights on it. Seminar highlights. We need to change the color. You see, immediately I click on the color, the blue color popped up. So we click on it again. It's still the same process. And you will see the arrow facing upwards again. You click on it, but the main color, the gold color, has popped up already here. No need for you to click on the arrow again, but if you want, you can still click on it. So let's use the same procedure. So clicking on it, I can make use of this. You see the color have changed now to the main ZTech company color. We now have the deep blue and the gold color. So this is how to get colors, or maybe the color of clothes you wear, or the color of the image you're making use of, the color they used. You can just bring in the image and place it, and then go to colors and get your right colors. This is how to get colors on Canva. So moving over on how to get in images, you click on this circle. You see immediately I click on this circle now, you will see replace before select, adjust, and other options we have here. Background remover. So when you click on it and see replace, you click on replace. You will see your galleries already. And remember, you need to be saving your work, or maybe make it handy. You know the folder your materials are in, maybe the pictures you want to use. So for example, I can make use of any pictures I have here. Okay, for example, let me just make use of this. I can put in this, you see, immediately you click on it, the person picture popped up. It replaced the original one. Now, the same thing with the second one under. And remember, you can increase the size. You see, it was placed on a circle. At times, you know, designs deals with shape. We use shape to create frames and to create borders. So you can increase this. It mustn't be the same size or the original size. And we also have filters here. You see, I'm sliding right. We have filters. You can change the color of this picture. We all have that here. You see, you can even make it black and white. If you know about simple editing, it's not really hard. We have all the options here. The monocolor, they are just one color, black and white color. Normal old color we know about. So this is it. I can change it to black and white. And these lines we have on top of this is just for you to navigate the level you want. So the same thing, let's change this second picture here. It's the same process. Immediately you click on any picture, the replace will pop up. If you don't see replace, you know that your network is slow. Maybe your network is not that strong. So we need to click on replace again. My gallery pops up, or if the picture is not here, you can just check your other albums. You see, these are my folders. So let me choose the second picture, the same person. You see, it's still the same thing. Very easy. You just need to practice. The main thing is just alignment, your fonts and everything. So now, this text here, if we don't need it, or you don't need it when you're designing, you can delete it. You see, whenever you click on any words or write up, these icons popped up. The first one is edit. The second one is just for you to change the fonts. The third one is duplicate, if you want to duplicate the text. And the last one we have delete. So, but for now, we don't need all this. You can just delete it. You see the way it's going, because there's no way you will place a write-up on top someone's picture. It's wrong in designs. So you don't need any write-up on top someone's picture unless it deals with fashion, or maybe there is a way you now place it. That's why I talked about alignment. So we can delete all this. And remember, this date here, if it's a program, you can still change everything. You see, immediately you click any one, it will take you to edit. You will see edit or even font. Okay, let's check these fonts here. I've not talked about font. If you want to change any font, let's use this bolder words, Zeta Consult International. If you don't like to make use of this font, and remember, when you're dealing with official or formal design, make sure you don't make use of any italics fonts or complicated fonts. Let your fonts be clear so it will be readable. People can read it immediately. Don't go and start using italics or maybe fonts that you're supposed to make use of when you're designing party something or wedding. You know, we have different fonts for any design. When you're designing anything formal, you make use of simple serial fonts. But when you're designing maybe casual, you can now freestyle. You make use of any font you want. Font is important in designing, and color and arrangement. These are the three things you need to master. If you know how to blend colors, the colors that will match with blue, the colors that will match with red, you're good to go, because color is the thing that attracts your clients. For example, now if you're designing a something pertaining to kids, it will have colors, maybe like rainbow colors, green, yellow, blue, you know, because it will attract children. That's why the cartoons we have, it's all this, it has so many colors that attracts children. So likewise, when you're designing anything, you need to know the color that we align first. So for us to change this Zeta Consult International font now, it's very easy. Everything is written. First of all, we have the edit. We've edited it, so we don't need to go on it again, unless you still want to change the name. So going over to the font, we can now click on the font. When you click it, you hold on for it to load. You see some of the ones that popped up, but these ones are not much. And for you to see the whole font in Canva, for you to now make your selection, you click this arrow facing upwards, the one we clicked during the time we are changing colors. So I click on this arrow here, not the X under, the arrow up. Now you see so many fonts. Remember, I told you I'm using Canva Pro, because if you're making use of just normal Canva, some of the fonts that are really fine, you will not make use of it. So it's important you will get Canva Pro for you to explore and have so many fonts to work with. You see these fonts here? They are much. So now you can make your choice. You make your choice. We have plenty fonts here you can use. Italics, anyone you want, even for parties, for logos. So let's not waste our time anyway. Let me pick one, this horizon. You see, this horizon is not italic, so it will fit in to formal, or let's say official design. I click on horizon. It's loading. You see the font has changed. I click on X to remove it. Now you can still stretch and reduce this. Reduce this detail consult. You can reduce it any size you want. And this slogan here, you know, is not really visible. And at times when you're designing, you need to make it lively and for it to communicate to the people and your audience you're sharing it to. So this will succeed. There are two ways for you to place a shape or maybe a stroll under a write-up. What I mean is a background that will bring out this slogan, the company slogan. If I leave it like this, it is very tiny and people will not notice it. So the first option you have is for you to make use of, go to this option, elements. Elements. Elements is where you can download, you can bring in shapes and maybe customized write-up under Canva. So opening these elements now, let's open it first so you see what I'm talking about. This is where you can even download backgrounds and so many things. I mostly use it at times. You see the shapes, we have shapes here. We have so many shapes and even dot lines. Maybe you need something, you need to put on lines or maybe demarcate write-ups. With elements, if you click on elements, you can see so many options. And one thing with this Canva too, you can search anything you want under this element. If you want a red and white background, this first box you are seeing here that has the search elements, this is where you will put on any word or anything you need to look up for. Maybe you're looking for background or ornaments or another type of shapes. This is where you will search for it. You will just put on and search for red and white background or maybe blue and golden background. You will have so many options to pick from. But first of all, let's go back to what we are talking about. I'm explaining to tell you that you can explore more when you are on your own. Just make use of this and you will see the differences and the beauty of Canva. You can design anything with Canva. I've used it to design so many things, even video adverts. You can use it to do anything you want. You just practice makes perfect and you will learn a lot from it. Now we are making use of this first shape, which is square, but if I like, we can still make use of this curved one following the first shape we are seeing there. So but let's make use of the first one. You click on it, you see it's now popped up on the design we have already. Remember, you will still change the color to align with other colors because your flyer or logo, your logo supposed to have either one color, two color, three color, but let it not exceed three. That's the rule in designing. Anything you're designing, let it not exceed three designs because at times it will look so rough and it will not be a neat work. So color is important. You know how to arrange everything. Now let's change this shape I imported here to other shapes we have. You see the logo shape is here already. I don't need to press the arrow again. I click on this. You can press your X to remove this. Now I click on this shape again. You can drag it or make use of this notch option here after the position option. You can make use of nudge to shift, but we still need to increase it. So after this, remember our slogan before, it has blue color, and you can't place blue color on top blue color again. People will not see it. So we need to change it to a brighter color for it to align well. Now, for you to change a write-up to another color, you will see where after font we have text styles. After text styles in the options, you are seeing font size. This deals with font size if you want to reduce the size, but you can still use or drag the write-up to change the size. After that, you will see a letter A. Under that, we have color. This is where you are going to change the color of your text. Now we click on it. You see so many colors. You see the golden colors, but it's too dark. We are now making use of white. You see, white is the color that match this. So for you, you can still make this right up to be bold. After font size, from the color we just used, we have the format which has B on top. This is where you can make your font to be bold. You see the letter B. You make the letter B is now in bold, and other icon you're seeing here is just an alignment. If you want to make your write-up or maybe to be at the left or at the center, anywhere, this is how you change it. If you still want it to be on italics form at times, you can still make use of this. I believe almost everyone knows this one. So we can still leave it to be in a straight form. So this is it. You see that the slogan is now coming out, unlike the first way it was before. It was so tiny and people will not notice it again. This circle icon we have here, you can still remove it if you don't want it. You can remove anything. You see, it's out now. And this picture, you can still drag it to the center anywhere you want or increase the size for it to align. So design, it's important for you to know how to arrange things very well. And at times, if you want to design, you can get a good design you have already on your phone or maybe on your laptop. You can be looking at it and be designing. And even the colors, you can browse about colors, which color will align with pink, the best color to align with green or maybe gold, because color is very important. These are the things you need to know. Please, any questions so far? Hello? Any question?
No question.
Okay, so I believe everything is clear. Everyone understands everything I've said so far. Let's move on to other explanations. So another thing I want to show everyone is this image we have here right now. You can still remove the background if you want and make it bolder. And for you to remove the background, which I've done before on the logo, you go to background remover. When you click on the background remover, it will remove the background of this picture. Let's wait for it to load. You see, it's now clear. The background have been removed. And you can increase the picture. You can drag the picture and increase it for it to align very well. The same thing goes with any other picture you need to work on. And the word we have, since the picture is at the center, we now have to arrange the Zeta Consult caption. It needs to be in the middle. We make use of the B format I've showed you people before. You click on this. After that, you now drag it to the place you want. Same thing with the slogan. You can shift everything for it to be at the center. And remember, your logo doesn't supposed to be that big. Just tiny like that is okay. Because at times, some people will just place their logo, it will be so big and it will be in competition with the image they have there. So it doesn't have to be in competition with the image. Logo is on its own separate corner. Now, remember before, we have circle shape under this picture. You can still change the color, but no need anyway. The white color we have there already is okay. You see, is now aligned. And the small picture we have here, you can still shift everything to the side you want. Okay. All these things here, you can still remove it. Another thing I want to show you people, you see this down image we have here is curved, but you know at times you need to blend it. You need to blend images with the background. And it's very important. It makes your work looks neat and professional. So now, this is the work, the place you have to go to, elements. So when you click on elements, I told you before, you can search for anything you want. So clicking on search elements now, I will search for example, blue gradient. At times, this is what I use to blend images, blue gradient. Let me see what it will bring up for me. Okay, you see, there are so many gradients it's brought up for me. So I'm going to choose one. Let me choose the second one. Let me choose the second one. So it's now imported. Sorry, I think my network is okay. So now, remember, if you're bringing anything to the main page where you're working, don't place it on top of the image, because at times if you place any image you're importing, another image you're importing on top another image, it will take the place of the first image. So you need to remove yourself from that. Now, for us to blend this, you can stretch here, and we need to change this blue color to gold because we are trying to blend the picture with gold color. So this is the color, the place we've been changing others before. We click on it. This is the gold color. If it has changed. Now, for it to blend very well, you have to start duplicating these gradients I imported now. And when you're duplicating it, you'll be looking at it to know when you're satisfied with the blending, because when you see that the picture is inside or maybe blended in another color, you will know when you got it right. So we just have to be duplicating it till it gets to the main alignment we want. So we just have to duplicate. I'm duplicating it now. This is just an example. But at times this will take time. You see how the picture is now being aligned inside. Please, if you don't understand, you let me know. It's just for you to be duplicating it. There's no other work for you to do there. Just duplicate. And after that, for it not to block this
Can you hear
picture.
me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think Dr. Neck she raised her hand.
Yes, thank you, sir. Okay, this gradient, I thought it was blue gradient. I don't understand how we started getting this gold and what are we trying to achieve, because it seems to be covering up already what we have done. So I'm a bit confused.
Okay. No, this
Thank
is example. I'm just trying to show you people how to blend picture. How to blend maybe the down part of any picture that is hanging on any background. It's just a way to blend it. Okay, maybe later we do it on a separate work for it to be clear. Let me remove this. So since some people are confused, it's just a way to blend picture. But there is another way. You can just drag the picture down. It's not all the time you need to blend picture. Sorry, I'm removing this, so I will just drag it down. Another day we learn this on a separate page, so it will not be confusing. You see this picture, you can still increase it and drag it down. See? So I guess it's now okay like this. You can increase this one. You shift this and increase the circle or bring it down and put this one on top. Remember to make use of this nudge. If you don't want to just be dragging it, for it to align well, you make use of nudge. So this is it. This write-up we have down here, you can still edit it anyway. www.ztechconsult.com. The write-up is too light. We can still use this B format to make it bold. And we can still use this A color and change the color to. We can make it any color, deep gold. Let's use the deep blue color. You can increase it, just drag it here. So this is a simple poster design, and if you still have any other caption to write, you can make use of this. We have design, elements, text, and gallery. If you want to bring in a new text, you make use of this text here. You see, add a heading, add a subheading. It depends. You can make use of any one. So scrolling down, these font combinations are already customized fonts and write-up you can still make use of. For example, if you want to make use of, let me look for, okay, this organized and optimized one, you just click on it. But remember, you can still edit the write-up. You just that it's still the same font. So you click on this, organized. You see it's being brought in now. Let's try and edit it. You see the word edit. You click on edit again. You change it to anything you want. Okay, let's just write Canva Masterclass. Let me make use of capital letter. Canva Masterclass. Okay. You see, it's been changed. And you can still change the color to anything you want using the same procedure. So this is how this one works. And for you to now space this class out from the Canva Masterclass, because as you can see, the class is really close to the Canva Masterclass. So you go to spacing. Okay, I've not made use of this spacing. You go to this spacing. This is how it works. You see, you can now space it from here, from this spacing option. The first letter spacing we have there is when you now want to give a bit space between the C and the A in Canva. You can now make use of letter spacing, but we don't need that. We just need the line spacing, not the letter spacing. So after that, you just click the X. You can still reduce it, but this font is not readable enough for this kind of message, and we can still change the font. This is where you change the font. Like the first way we did it, you know, at times there are some fonts that are really big. So after changing it, it will be so big, you still need to reduce it. You see, this Canva Masterclass now, it doesn't have to be aligned like this. It's supposed to be on a straight line, like Canva Masterclass on a straight line, so it will be well arranged. We still go over to B format, and we make use of this first line, and we move it like this. Sorry, let me shift this. Okay, it's now on a straight line, so it's better like this than the way it was before. It's supposed to be on a straight line. So this is how you bring in a new text or any write-up again you want. Another thing, lastly, in so many posters and flyers, you'll be seeing social media icons, Facebook icons when they write, or maybe website icons. Because under this www.ztelconsole.com, I would have imported a website icon to indicate that it is a website. It's bringing a good creativity and a good aesthetic in design. So for you to bring in icons you want to use, maybe when you're writing a WhatsApp number, you need to make use of WhatsApp icon. Where you need to go, for you to go to that element I told you people about, and for you to see it when you are on this page, you just click on X. You click on X, you're seeing here. Now the elements are there. You click on elements. So clicking on elements, the blue gradients I checked on before is there. So let me remove it and search for what you need to search for. If you're looking for WhatsApp icon or Instagram icon, any icon you need is there. We have everything. Canva have everything. You just type in. Let's start with WhatsApp. Sorry. Okay. You just type WhatsApp icon. You will have so many of it. It will pop up. Even if you need even Trello icon, anything you're designing, you need the icon, is just here. You just need to come to element, you search for it here and pick the one you need and reduce it to the size that we align with your design. You see, we have so many icons on WhatsApp. So we now choose the one that you like and will look fine in your work. Let me pick the first one. So this is the one I picked. You can drag it to the place you want to place your number, you want to write it. You see, you can change the size of everything here. So this is the icon. Again, if you want Instagram icon or Facebook icon, the same thing. You open your elements. You open your elements. Sorry. Sorry. Let me go back. I'm sorry. Let me go back. The design we are working on is loading, so sorry, my hand just pressed on my WhatsApp. So it's loading again. But everything we did is there. It will not go out. That's one thing with Canva. You still have your design is there. Nothing will happen to it. Just there are times network will be funny. Please, any questions so far? Okay, now we have our design back. Going over to the elements again. The elements options that are still loading. So let's wait a bit for it.
I think raise her hand up.
Okay.
I have a question. Like this
Okay.
design, if you need to add text, for instance, the date, the link, where are you going to put it?
Okay, if you want to add link, it's the same thing with the text. You just have to go to the text. It's showing on my screen now. After elements, you see the icon T there, text under. You click on it. You will see add a heading, add a subheading. You will just click on one. Okay, let's click on add a subheading. If you click on it, you remove the write up first, add a subheading, the way you clean text when you're chatting. If it's a link that you copied, you can paste it. You see, I did not copy anything, so there's no paste option here. It's just showing me cut and copy. But if it's something you have off heart, you can just type it. I'm just typing something, just for example, linkedin.com. So this is how you type and bring it. And you can change the color here. Or better still, if you want to put it on top of a shape, you still go back to elements. You still go back to elements and choose any shape you want here. The first one, we have a square shape. The second one is curved. You can make use of any one. Immediately you click on it, it will come up. You can now drag it to where you want it to be. Under this LinkedIn, I'm putting it under this LinkedIn. You can still change the color to align with other colors. Let it not be out of what you are designing. I'm just making use of gold color. You see? Hope I answered your question, ma.
Yes, you did.
Yes,
Thank
you
you.
did. Thank you.
Okay. So going back to the icons we were talking about before, you see the same thing. You click on elements, you search in anything you want. Let's go for Facebook icon. Remember, you have to put icon. That is how it will bring it up for you. Facebook icon. If you are looking for background, blue background, you type in blue background. If you're looking for gold ribbon, anything you're looking for, even if it's a picture of a cup, you type it here, a car picture, or maybe person on a laptop, you can type it here. You will see so many pictures. You make your choice. So let's search this Facebook icon. Even if you need 3D, you know, in design we have 2D, we have 3D. 3D are those ones that are always popped up and looks fancy. Okay, for example, now this Facebook icon, the first one you're seeing is on 3D format. Other ones are normal 2D. So we can make use of any one here. Let me make use of this one here. Remember, you can still reduce it. You place it where you want it to be. So this is it. At times, some people do download materials from Pinterest to design, but with Canva, you don't need to go out or maybe log out and go to Pinterest to download materials, maybe pictures. Canva already have that. You just need to go to elements, you type in the pictures, anything you need, type in there under the elements, and you will get it. So that is it. Any other question, please? And lastly, after designing, remember you need to save your work. So saving your work, you will see at the top of this design, we have 3 dots. We have the one following it like a circle box, curved box, and the third one is an arrow facing down. And we have the last one, an arrow facing up with a square half shape. So we just have to make use of the third one, the arrow facing down. We click on it, you see, it's loading, it's saving my image directly already. So this is the way just to save your image. And if you still need to edit on it, when you open your Canva, you will still see it under your projects or immediately on recent designs. You will see it there. And you
Can
need
I
to
interrupt you
wait
for a
when
minute?
this thing is saving. Can I interrupt you for a minute? Okay, sir.
Just me want to ask question.
Okay.
Sorry to ask. So please, are you using the paid version?
Sorry?
Are you using the paid version of the Canva?
Canva.
Yes, the main app.
No, I mean the
The main
paid
app.
version.
Yes, the Canva Pro. I said it at the beginning. Canva Pro is not
Because I'm trying
expensive.
some of the
Everyone will
things
get
and it's not working
it.
here.
Okay. No, everyone will get it. After this, there will be a guideline. Everyone will get it. It's not expensive.
Okay. Please, is this video being recorded?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. And another thing before I forget, please, these 3 dots you are seeing at the top here, this is where you can rename your design, because at times there are some people, I've seen someone sharing a design and it's carrying this name here. This is Canva customized name they're giving to your design. They said blue and white geometric training. Blue and white geometric training. You know, this is not the name you want to use on your designs, I know. So for you to change the name, for you to rename it, you click on these 3 dots you have here. So you see something like a small pen. After the blue and white geometric training, you click on it. You now edit it. Let me just write ZTech. After writing the ZTech, just tap on it. It's done. You go back. So whenever you're sharing it with somebody or maybe your client, it will not carry anything like Canva. You must not tell everyone you're designing with Canva, or maybe you work with Canva. You rename it so it shows professionalism. That is it. Thank you, everyone. Any other question, please? I think it's time. If you have question, please, you can ask now. Okay. I'm done already. You know, everyone needs to do practice. Design a poster or flyer. Use your own caption, your own images. So before next class, we do corrections and check it and know our strength and the way forward. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you everyone for your time. You know, today's class is very interesting, and although when it comes to designing, you might be a little bit confused, or you might not, when they are doing one or two things, it might be like as if they're doing magic. I had that experience when every design has to be done with CorelDRAW. You know, I will sit with somebody that designing with CorelDRAW, then it was as if the person is doing you know, Bright Chimezie, when he was saying, you know, popular song that was it African Magic. It was like that then, but with time I start to understand it. But with Canva, it's a different ball game altogether. Believe me, it just copy and paste. Let me use that word. Just copy and paste, and you have your sense of arrangement and aligning. You are good to go. Yes, why we bent on doing this training, although you are here for free, but the training wasn't free, because we believe in every intellectual property has to be paid for, and the rest, although the back end you might get it for free. But what we really demand from you is your interests and your time, which is priceless, and try as much as possible to practice what you are being taught today, because it goes a long way in building you as a brand. Because as a virtual assistant, you have to design, you have to, you know, present yourself, you have to market yourself, you have to introduce yourself to the world, you have to be able to say what you have in mind by having a nice and a colorful design out there. And you can't properly launch yourself. You know, when you are starting, you have a limited source of income on disposable income, and you end up paying somebody to do a tiny design that you can equally do yourself. And some people are just comfortable making their money just by designing for people as well. So it's right that it's not only you making the money and designing for people, you know, introducing yourself, you also make money from it by designing for others. So it's cut across a lot of things, and a lot of areas. It will free you up, because at times you might have something you want to put out there, but you don't know how to put the design up for people to see. But you being able to design, we make you ahead of your game. We make you in charge of your game. You don't have to be waiting on someone to design and put out for you, so that you can be able to, you know, put it out there. And you also have a choice. You know, when you know how to design and somebody designs something for you, you can be able to put out one or two corrections. You know, even if let me say you don't have the time to do it. So I really appreciate your time being here, but as she has given the assignment, because the next classes will be on next Sunday, a week today, which is 15th, which will be on 15th of June. And by 16th of June, we're supposed to start our VA Visibility Challenge on 16th of June. While we are getting ready for that, I will also appreciate if we try as much as possible to take every step we are doing, everything we are doing, practice it, because practice makes perfect. No matter what, if you design 10 today, you have no 10 ways you can improve on your particular design. After designing, feel free to put it across to me. I can put out a 1 or 2 correction across. If possible, I can put it out, send it across to her. Then on the next class, she can be bringing it out and be pointing out 1 or 2 corrections from that. So you can also learn from there, because designing is not something you will done in a day. It's something that comes as your time goes on. You will start to notice where you have not, you need to sharpen your designing IQ in that area. With all these things come with time and with practice. Because believe you me, if you start to design today, being 8th of June, believe you me, by 8th of July, you might see certain design you produce at the 8th of June and you will laugh, because it will look like a childish stuff, or it will not look professional. But you have to start from somewhere. You have to start from somewhere. You don't have to be afraid of people laughing at you, people saying you don't know how to do it, people laughing at your color combination. Even if you are colorblind, start somewhere. You have to start somewhere, because a lot of people, you don't have to be perfect before you put out a design there. So that's why we are having this training. With this training, with you doing the correct your own branding and putting it across for correction, it's going to be a step forward. And by next class, we have a time whereby everybody has to show what you have designed and be able to explain to us your design and why you use certain colors that you have in that design. It's any color you are using, get ready to explain to us why you are using that color, and the font you are using, why you prefer to use that font, and the rest. Because all these things will bring out the creativity in you. So any color you put on anything, get ready to explain to the third party why you choose that color. Any font you used, get ready to explain why you use that font. All these things we bring a kind of a certain level of consciousness in your design. It's very important as well. So we really thank you, Ms. Cassie, for trying to break the training down in a way that we will try to make sense out of it, because it's not easy to teach someone how to design, actually, because at a point the person might just be in the class just for being sake, and but with practice, that being in class will not be kind of, you have so this training, we are going to cut it off and bring out the major places that mean where the training starts and where it ends, remove 1 or 2 things, then we put it out on our YouTube. So you will access it on the YouTube channel, so that it will be easy for everybody to access it, because we want everybody to access it. And so that's why I'm not going to put 1 or 2 restrictions on it. And while you are accessing it, please try and practice it. That's the most important thing for us. So I don't know how many of you are excited towards our VA Visibility Challenge coming up. If you are excited about it, and if you have anxiety over it. Please don't have anxiety over it, because people will tell me they're afraid of. No, you're not afraid. You're just having anxiety over it. Don't have anxiety over it. It's going to be easy, friendly, and easy going. Going to be cruise all the way. So we thank you all for your time. Thank you for your everything. And we see you next week, and see you in my DM.